Okay, guys, so let's start. So guys, before let me show it to you. Okay, now both of our VNets, both of our network gateways are ready, and now I'm trying to connect this VNet to the other VNet. Let me show it to you. If you understand, well and good. We will not perform the complete. We will not perform the complete practical. If you understand that well. If not, then we will perform the complete practical, and then we'll start with the point to site. Point to site अब तक हमने शुरू भी नहीं किया, ठीक है? I've just given you a fair idea about point to site. We are still on site to site VPN, और site to site में कौन सा वाला कर रहे हैं फिलहाल हम लोग? Is it VNet pairing or VPN? Which one are we doing?
VPN.
Right, over the VPN. So this is one machine. We're trying to ping this machine with another machine which is there in Kumail's resource group. So this is a machine which is there in Juhi's resource group. The IP address is 10.3.0.4. We never ever look at the public IP, guys. Public IP हमने फिलहाल सिर्फ इसलिए ले रखा because we do not have the connectivity. The next जो करने वाले हैं हम point to site, उसके बाद हमको public IP नहीं लगेगा. But we are not keeping point to site वाला VPN हमेशा बना कर रखते नहीं, हम बहुत costly resource है. Okay. So this machine I will be pinging from the other VNet. But first, let me show it to you guys. And if you understand, I will not perform this practical completely. So how will we start? अगर मुझको यहाँ पर ये करना है, now I have to do the pairing of this VPN of this VNet to another VNet using VPN. What are the steps? Who can tell me? One by one, or anyone can tell me the complete steps? Here I am. Guide me. Be quick, guys, please. We have to cover another topic also. Yes, guys, steps, please. We have done that already, right? जहां पर स्टेप चेंज हो जाएगा वहां पर मैं खुद ही कर दूंगा. इनिशियल स्टेज ऑल ऑफ यू नो क्या करना है.
We have to go to virtual network gateway and then वहाँ से
virtual network gateway. Right, so I'll select this virtual network gateway. Now what?
And then you have to add connection.
Connection. Now what?
Add.
Add.
Yeah.
Give name.
Yes.
What connection type are we selecting here?
VNet to VNet.
Exactly, VNet to VNet. When will we do site to site? When it is Azure to different tenant, Azure to AWS, Azure to GCP, Azure to on-site. When will we do express route? When it is Azure to on-site or on-premises. Clear है guys यहाँ तक?
Yeah.
So VNet to VNet. Now this is our virtual network gateway which I have created. This is under Juhi's resource group, and we have to connect it to another virtual network gateway. Now when we do site to site, guys, we do not get an option to connect to virtual network gateway. Why? Because they know it's in different subscription, or it's in different tenant, or it is in different cloud. Hence we create a local network gateway जिसमें वो उनका network को represent कर सके. यहाँ पर हम उनसे हम उनका public IP वगैरह पूछते हैं, right? So यहाँ पर क्या, the moment we select VNet to VNet, it knows that the other virtual network gateway, it is somewhere here in the same environment. So we just have to click and we will be able to see the other virtual network gateway. Now if you see this Juhi virtual network gateway, it's grayed out. Why? Because we are already on that network. So which is the another network available?
Kumail's.
Yes, that's all you have to do. That's all. And again, बाकी सारी चीजें ये सेम चीज they will do at their end. तो यहाँ पर क्या skip कर दिया आप लोगों ने? जो IP sharing हम लोग कर रहे थे ना, that we have skipped. उसके अलावा कुछ भी नहीं है. Same thing I'll share with Kumail. Kumail will go to his VNet और वहां पर ये सब same चीजें करेगा, and they will use this same shared ID and they'll click on OK, and that's it. That's all they have to do. So do you want me to perform this one and check, or do you guys think that you have understood it well? What about others? Amit, do you think you got it?
Yes, I did.
Yuhi?
Yes.
Jafar bhai, did you get it? Or do you want me to do this? See, what we were doing other day, साइट टू साइट हम लोग कर रहे हैं, तो बस यहाँ पर एक लोकल नेटवर्क बनाते हैं हम लोग, जिसमें उनके नेटवर्क को हम रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. ठीक है, विल क्रिएट वन और उनके नेटवर्क को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं. यहाँ पर बस वो वाला पार्ट स्किप हो गया. द मोमेंट इट इज वीनेट टू वीनेट, वो पार्ट स्किप हो गया, बिकॉज वी आर एबल टू फाइंड उनके नेटवर्क की इन्फॉर्मेशन हमको यहाँ पर मिल गई ऑलरेडी. This does not mean we do not have a public IP in picture. The moment we say we over the VPN, is my public IP by default hai. While creating this virtual network gateway, I had to give one public IP. If I go here and if I see this Kumail wala gateway, अगर मैं देखता हूँ Kumail gateway, so you see Kumail gateway में public IP है. If it is over VPN, public IP has to be there because traffic will route over the internet. But the only thing is that you don't have to do that part manually. The moment you select this gateway, इसने यहाँ से सारी information fetch कर ली कि इसका ये address space क्या है, CIDR क्या है, इसका VNet क्या है, वो सारी information जो आप manually through local network gateway के through कर रहे थे, वो यहाँ पर already fetch कर ली इसने. Rest of the information same है. Border gateway protocol, we did not use that, we did not discuss, we are not doing that. ये भी हम नहीं discuss कर रहे, that's all. Version आप यहाँ पे 2 रख रहे हो, तो वहाँ पर भी आपको 2 रखना है, वहाँ पर as in when you go to Kumail's network gateway, वहाँ पर जब configure करोगे. ठीक है, this is not like VNet peering. VNet peering में यहाँ से आप दोनों को configure कर लेते हो. Just because you do it here, that does not mean वहाँ पर अपने आप हो जाएगा. VPN में you'll have to do it at the both end. And what is the key here? जो shared key है या shared password है, जो कुछ है, this is the key. जब तक ये एक दूसरे के साथ नहीं share होगा, they will not be able to do the connectivity. Is it clear, guys, to all of you?
Yes. Yes.
Sanmitra, are you getting it? Yogesh bhai, is it clear?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Vishal, I hope you watched the previous videos. If not, then this is definitely not making any sense to you. Srishti, what about you? Is it clear? I understand you have not watched all videos, but at least this session or this topic you have been attending. So is it clear?
Yeah. Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. So let's not go ahead with this. Okay, I will close this. Now we will talk about point to site. For point to site, I do not require both of these. किसी भी एक पे हम लोग कर सकते हैं. So we'll go ahead and we'll do the practical with one of these only, and we'll do the practical with this one because I've already opened this machine and I have already logged into this machine. So we'll do that one first. Let me quickly okay, let me cover the theory part first and then we'll start configuring. इसमें बहुत सारे sections ऐसे हो गए, बहुत सारे part है which you will not understand. It's completely fine. And I told you I'm not even sure कि first time ये success होगा या नहीं होगा. नहीं होगा तो at least you guys work on theory part and Monday we'll do the practical again. So what is a point to site? A point to site VPN gateway connection lets you create a secure connection to your virtual network from an individual client computer. This is the keyword, guys, here. Site to site और point to site में आपको यहीं पर difference, main difference यहीं पर मिल गया. Clear? कि कोई अगर आपको पूछ रहा है what is the difference between site to site and point to site, तो क्या major keyword है with the one which you will use? Yes, guys.
Individual client computer.
Yes, point to site में individual आ जाता है and point to point में दो site, sorry, site to site में दो sites are talking to each other. Clear, guys?
Yes.
Okay, now a point to site connection is established by starting from client computer. अब साइट टू साइट में क्या होगा, एप्लीकेशन सर्वर भी कभी बैकअप सर्वर को डेटा भेज सकता है, कभी डेटाबेस सर्वर कोई अपडेट एप्लीकेशन को भेज सकता है. टू वे कम्युनिकेशन है, कोई भी कहीं से भी इनिशिएट कर सकता है, राइट? But this one point to site जो है, unless you go ahead and click on that Cisco वाला VPN. Cisco is, by the way, not only it's not the only tool, but because most of you guys use Cisco, I'm sure about it. It's one of the famous tools. Hence, I'm using Cisco. Hence, I'm saying Cisco. So unless you guys go ahead and click on that Cisco वाला link, connection अपने आप establish होता है क्या? या फिर किसी ने उसको ऑटोमेट कर रखा होगा कि द मोमेंट द कंप्यूटर इज ऑन सिस्को ओपन होना चाहिए बट कनेक्ट होना चाहिए, बट अनलेस यू डू इट, चाहे वो ऑटोमेशन में हो चाहे आप मैन्युअली हो, विल दैट कनेक्शन गेट एस्टैब्लिश्ड? इज इट लाइक साइट टू साइट जो 24/7 कनेक्टेड होते हैं?
No. You have to
No,
enter
right?
our credentials.
राइट, आपको क्रेडेंशियल्स ये करने होता है, कई बार वन टाइम पासवर्ड, पासकोड, बहुत सारी चीजें होती है. So what does it do? It's useful to communicate with the Azure VNets from a remote location. Okay, so now if I am in one VNet, if my resources are in one VNet and I do not want to use public IP and I want to use them from my local IP, from my local computer, this is the solution which we are going to use, such as home and conference room. कहीं से भी, मतलब आपका होम पीसी समझ लो, आप आपका ऑफिस पीसी समझ लीजिए, किसी भी तरह से, that is your point to site. Clear, guys? Is guys, anyone has any issue? In fact, point to site you can use तब भी जब आपके इसमें, see, when once you establish a site to site, let's say that you have 2000 servers in your domain on your on premises, 2000 server plus your domain वो होता है जिसमें सब आप अपने कंप्यूटर से लॉगिन करते हो, राइट? वो डोमेन आपका है 2000 सर्वर्स का और Azure पे है 2000 सर्वर और आपने साइट टू साइट कनेक्टिविटी कर रखी है. So now for you to connect, end user to connect, do you think you'll have to do a point to site connectivity separately? अलग से कनेक्शन बनाने की जरूरत है, do you think? I hope you guys got my question.
No, not.
This is my on premises, ये पूरा मेरा डोमेन है सपोज, ठीक है? This is my Tsoft का डोमेन. Here I have 2000 servers and client machines also. Client machine मतलब end users, ठीक है? However it is, whatever it is, network वगैरह connectivity है, सब कुछ है, ये सारा network है. And here I have my cloud, ठीक है? सपोज ये मेरा cloud environment है and I have done one connectivity, चाहे मैंने site to site कर लिया, fine, site to site कर लिया. Now if this end user wants to connect to this, authentication, उसके पास user ID password होना, वो सब secondary चीज है. Here I'm just talking about from the networking point of view. Do we have to do another connectivity here, or can this user directly use here if they have sufficient accesses? मैंने वहां पर साइट टू साइट कनेक्टिविटी कर रखी है ऑलरेडी.
Not required.
Yes guys, is it required, not required? Sorry योगेश भाई, आपकी आवाज नहीं.
Not required.
Not required, right? ठीक है guys, I hope you understand कि एक तरह की कनेक्टिविटी है तो you do not require it फिर से. But on the other hand, let's say कि ये सब site to point है, and now using site to point, I'm saying कि यार मैं अपना ये इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर भी जोड़ सकता हूँ क्या? Is it possible? ठीक है, सर्वर्स वगैरह, डेटाबेस, बैकअप, सिंक वगैरह सब मैं साइट टू पॉइंट टू साइट पे ही करना है मुझको. एंड जस्ट बिकॉज आई सेड किसी भी एक तरह की कनेक्टिविटी सफिशिएंट है, सो इज दैट स्टेटमेंट करेक्ट हियर? व्हेन इट इज पॉइंट टू साइट, आई हैव पॉइंट टू साइट नाउ, और मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि ठीक है मैं उसी को रख के अपना बाकी सारा काम चला लूंगा. इज इट पॉसिबल?
No, no, it wouldn't work.
राइट, क्यों? पॉइंट टू साइट कनेक्टिविटी तभी होगी जब हम इनिशिएट करेंगे. साइट टू साइट हमेशा कनेक्टेड होता है, तो साइट टू साइट अगर है तो देन यू विल नॉट रिक्वायर पॉइंट टू साइट अलग से. बट अगर पॉइंट टू साइट है तो वो एंड यूजर्स के काम में आ जाएगी, फिर आपके सर्वर्स और आपके इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के लिए आपको साइट टू साइट अलग से लगेगा. दैट इज व्हाट दिस पॉइंट से, दैट कि बहुत बड़ा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है और उसका एक ओनली फ्यू क्लाइंट्स, छोटा सा चंक अगर आपका कोई नेटवर्क को यूज करना चाहता है, देन वी कैन गो अहेड विद पॉइंट टू साइट. सो इज इट क्लियर गाइस, थ्योरी पार्ट? इस गाइस
Got it,
किसी
but
को कोई डाउट है अब तक? Okay. So the point to site, it's between a VPN gateway and a VPN client. Think about using it when client remote network like home. You want to connect to your Azure network. आप लोगों के सारे machines Azure पे है, आपको कोई काम करना है, सेम जो अभी आप लोग कर रहे हो सेम वैसा ही, राइट? बस लेट्स से कि आपका VM वगैरह भी जो है वो Azure पे है और वो प्राइवेट IP पे है. एग्जांपल ये, अब इस पे एक फिलहाल पब्लिक IP है, राइट? बट इग्नोर कि ये पब्लिक IP नहीं होता. I want to access this machine. I want to remove the public IP from this machine, and I want to access this machine using इसका private IP. That is what I'm trying to achieve here. I want to access this machine using this IP. रिमोट लेना है मुझको इस मशीन का, इससे मुझको काम करना है. एग्जाम्पल के लिए हम एक मशीन ले रहे हैं, जब ये पूरा लाइव एनवायरनमेंट होता है तो थाउजेंड्स ऑफ मशीन इसी में होगी. आपने एक बार कनेक्टिविटी कर दी है मतलब बाकी सारे मशीन से भी कनेक्टिविटी होगी. सो दिस इज व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू अचीव हियर. ठीक है गाइस? सो व्हाट आर द कंपोनेंट्स यू रिक्वायर्ड? देयर आर मेनी मेथड्स. पॉइंट टू साइट के लिए भी काफी मेथड्स है, हम सब नहीं सीख रहे. What we are looking at is the easiest one, and you can say, अगर किसी ने पूछा भी तो you can say मैंने इसी पे काम किया है, that is a certificate method. There are other methods also, you can Google it, you can search it. आपके knowledge के लिए आप एक बार देख सकते हो, that is fine. But what we are following is certificate method. So what do we require? We'll require to create a certificate. You don't need to know this. Certificate के लिए Windows team होती है, आपकी एक infrastructure team होती है, they will share the certificate with you. बट यहाँ पर प्रैक्टिस के लिए सब हमको ही करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है? You will require to create a VNet gateway. Do we have a VNet gateway already? Yes, guys. Do we have a VNet gateway in our setup? Yes, no, maybe. Do we have a VNet gateway?
No, we have not created it.
Virtual network gateway.
Okay, VPN. Yes.
नहीं, VPN is a different thing. VPN तो हम कनेक्टिविटी करने वाले थे. VPN बनाने के लिए एक कंपोनेंट है वर्चुअल नेटवर्क गेटवे. So don't we have a virtual network gateway here?
yes, we do.
ये दोनों को हम वर्चुअल नेटवर्क गेटवे से ही तो कनेक्ट करने वाले थे. Here it is, virtual network gateway. VPN connectivity, Amit, we were going to do over this virtual network gateway. इसको और इसको जो हम कनेक्ट करने वाले थे, the one which we did not do. So yes, we
Okay.
have our virtual network gateway. VNet gateway, virtual network gateway, it's the same thing. What else do we require? Create a root certificate, create a client certificate. I'll create this export certificate. I'll show it to you. But इनमें से ये काम वैसे भी आपका नहीं. Export आपको infrastructure team करके दे देगा. Create, ये दोनों create आपको infrastructure team करेगा. Certificate creation ये infrastructure team करेगा. Then configure the gateway for point to site. This we will look. ये आपका काम होगा पोर्टल पे. Configure the client, ये भी most of the time service desk करके दे देगा. Revoke, ये एक extra feature है, देखना चाहे तो देखेगा, otherwise we'll leave it. Okay, so let's start with this. It says create a certificate. Let me create one. Again, I'm saying if you do not know it, that is fine, completely fine. ठीक है? Then create a VNet gateway. Do you want me to show it again कि VNet gateway कैसे बनाते हैं? I mean, I have already created that. We have already one. It takes 40 minutes. All of you know. But do you guys remember कि कैसे बनाते हैं virtual network gateway? Anyone who doesn't know how to create a VNet gateway? All of you can
So,
create a VNet gateway. Yes.
if you could explain it to me again, please.
What, this method or how to create VNet gateway?
How to create a VNet gateway?
How to create? Yes. I will not wait for that gateway because it takes 40 minutes. I'll initiate a VNet gateway and I'll just leave it. We will be using the VNet gateway which we already have.
Okay.
Great. Okay, so let's start now. We create a virtual network gateway. You just have to go here, search for virtual network gateway, click on create, select the subscription, give a name. I hope you got it. यहाँ पर मैं कहाँ से आया, right? You just had to click here and search for virtual network gateway, and the moment you click here, you get that option. Select your region. Express route we are not doing, so we are not selecting. VPN we are doing. Route based, policy based क्या है? I have already explained this to you guys. I hope you remember. यहाँ पर कोई भी आप select कर लो. इसके बीच में difference क्या है? I can share a chat with you, a chart, and you guys can read. छोटे मोटे difference, features के difference होते हैं कि इस वाले पे इतने लोग connect कर सकते हैं, उस पे उतने लोग connect कर सकते हैं. This is just an enhancement. Features समझ लो आप इसको. So we'll go with basic. Generation 1, basic में एक ही generation आता है. You will select a virtual network here if you have any. If you do not have, you will create a virtual network. What is a must thing to create a virtual network gateway? A prerequisite. What is that?
Okay, right. So subnet gateway will be always part of VNet gateway.
Sorry, subnet gateway.
Will be always a part of VNet gateway. सबनेट गेटवे बनाना ही पड़ता है ना इसके लिए.
Right. But that is not a part of your VNet gateway. It is being deployed on your subnet.
Okay.
Can we have any resource without a subnet?
No, we cannot.
No. So for machines, like we have default subnet. जो भी machines बना रही होगी उसके लिए default subnet. तो अब हमको एक virtual network gateway बनाना है. तो virtual network gateway बनाने के लिए हम लोग को एक dedicated subnet चाहिए होता है. और उस डेडिकेटेड सबनेट का नाम क्या होना चाहिए?
Gateway subnet.
गेटवे सबनेट. सो ये आप पहले भी बना के रख सकते हो. वीनेट बना लो, इसमें ये सब बनाकर आप रख सकते हो. और while creating this this virtual network gateway, you can do this. You click OK. Public IP, of course you will require one. बट यहाँ पर आप IP टाइप नहीं कर सकते, इसलिए just typing a name और वो IP असाइन कर देगा. Click next, next. You click create. Now this will take time, minimum 40 minutes, जितना भी टाइम लगता है. एंड उसके बाद आपको आपका सबनेट गेटवे जो है, वीनेट गेटवे जो दिख जाएगा. इफ यू कम हियर, वी ऑलरेडी हैव 3 हियर. फोर्थ वाला थोड़ी देर में यहाँ पर अपीयर हो जाएगा. इज इट क्लियर सृष्टि? दिस इज हाउ इट लुक्स.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we'll go ahead again. We'll proceed with the virtual network gateway which we have. Okay, so what does it say? That you create a certificate, you create a virtual network gateway. We already have a virtual network gateway. I'm creating a certificate. To create a certificate, I have some scripts. I can share this with the notepad is already with you guys. This one note. You don't have to understand इसमें क्या लिखा है, क्यों लिखा है, कैसे लिखा है. You don't have to understand. That is fine. You just do this. You create a certificate. That's all you have to do. How to use this certificate, that we'll learn. Creating this certificate, it's not your job. Okay, so it has been created. ये दिखेगा कहाँ पर? I'll show it to you. So a root certificate I have created, and I'm creating one client certificate. I'm not creating 2 client certificates. ये किसी और practical के लिए 2 client certificate. हमारा काम एक में ही हो जाएगा. And this is nothing. This is just a script to create a certificate. So I'm done. I have created my certificates. 2 certificates are ready. Now where can I see my certificates? I'll have to open an MMC console. This is how it looks. I'll close it and open it again for you guys. MMC console is Microsoft Management Console, MMC. Again, you don't have to need this, not your job, not a part of your roles and responsibilities. Just showing it to you because we'll have to do, someone will have to do. जब हम practical करेंगे तो we'll have to do. I'll go ahead and select for computer certificates. Hence, I'm not explaining this in detail. So the two certificates which I created, that I will see here. I hope we see it here. Here it is. So the two of them which I created, I already have many certificates here, guys. How do you think I can check कि कहाँ से कौन सा certificate अभी बनाया है? Just a layman, एक आपका logical answer चाहिए मुझको यहाँ पर.
Date.
Exactly, expiration dates हम पता कर सकते हैं. See, that something which has been created today, उससे related कुछ date हम लोगों को दिख जाएगा, right? 24 जून मतलब ये दो अभी बने हैं. By the way, नाम से भी ये certificate जो the one which I created here, if you see, CN का मतलब होता है canonical name. So Azure P2S root, point to site root certificate. ये रहा मेरा root certificate and this is my client certificate. While using this script, if you guys are practicing, if you want, you can change this name. इसको आपको कोई नाम देना है, अमित देना है, कुछ और नाम देना है, किसी तरह का नाम देना है. So you'll have to change this text. इतना text change कर दोगे तो नाम बदल जाएगा. ठीक है? But I didn't want to do it. That's fine. बाकी आप डेट से भी देख सकते हो. और I think आपके पास ये already certificate नहीं होगे, so it won't impact, right? So the certificates are ready. Now, do we have certificates? What does it say? Create certificate, done. Create VNet, done. Create a root certificate, done. Create a client certificate, done. Now export certificates. Let's export them. Again, exporting, if you do not understand, that is fine, not your job. Guys, if you're not getting this, that is completely fine. I have been repeating this. ये आप लोगों का काम वैसे भी नहीं होने वाला है. So relax about it. Certificates आपको बने बनाए मिल जाएंगे. This is my root certificate. Save. I'm exporting my client certificate now. I'm saving my client certificate now. I'm done with these export certificates done. Now configure the gateway for point to site. This is crucial. ये definitely आप लोगों का part है. ठीक है, certificates वगैरह बना बनाया मिलेगा आपको. Where will I configure? कहाँ पर देखा था हम लोगों ने? From where do we do this? Let's say site to site करना है configure. So how will I do? Yes, guys, be quick, please. 8 minutes. Yes, guys, what is the first step? किस component पे
VNet
click करो?
gateway. Connection.
Right. Now instead of connection, we have point to site. ठीक है? Instead of connection, साइट टू साइट के लिए कनेक्शन, पॉइंट टू साइट के लिए अलग से दिया है. सो वी आर कॉन्फ़िगरिंग पॉइंट टू साइट. कॉन्फ़िगर न्यू एड्रेस पूल. यहाँ पर कोई भी एक अपना जो है आप आईपी एड्रेस देते हो जो विच इज नॉट बीइंग यूज्ड ऑलरेडी. We'll give a name. Let's say I say point to site. That's it. यहाँ पर चाहिए इसको वो सर्टिफिकेट डेटा. सर्टिफिकेट आपको मिल जाएगा, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर टीम दे देगी. हाउ विल यू गेट दैट डेटा? दैट विल लर्न नाउ. आई मीन कोई बड़ा टास्क नहीं है, इट्स अ सिंपल टास्क. वंस यू हैव द सर्टिफिकेट, ये आपको टिकट में आ सकता है, सर्टिफिकेट ईमेल में आ सकता है, कहीं से भी आएगा. लो लेवल डायग्राम में उसका पाथ शेयर किया होगा कि भाई आपका सर्टिफिकेट यहाँ सेव पड़ा है, यहाँ से आप इसकी इन्फॉर्मेशन लो. You simply have to right click, open with notepad. And you need this data. Okay, this is corrupted for some reason. Let me export it again, guys. I will do it without password, so I think we should be able to see it. तो सर्टिफिकेट से रिलेटेड जितना भी है, इफ यू डू नॉट गेट इट दैट इज फाइन. आई एम टेलिंग यू, ये आप लोगों का काम नहीं रहेगा. आप लोगों को इतना सर्टिफिकेट पक्का मिल जाएगा. ठीक है, ये सर्टिफिकेट यहाँ तक आप लोगों को मिल जाएगा. And I told you already that it is there are highly chances कि हम इसको एक बार में complete नहीं कर पाए. And I think that is what it is happening. We have only 5 minutes left. Let's see if it works. Okay, no, still not working. This export वाला part, if you are not getting it, that is completely fine. वैसे भी ये आपके आज होमवर्क का पार्ट है नहीं. I have already shared the assessment what you guys have to do. No, as it is not working, I think we'll have to do it on Monday. We have 4 minutes. I'll try to check if it is working. These extensions and everything, if you don't understand, it's completely fine, guys. It is not working. Because ये export भी आप लोगों को नहीं करना होगा वहां पर. You will simply get a certificate जिसका आपके पास सारी details है, and you just have to double click on that. Notepad में open हो जाता है, and there is some data which you need to copy. That I wanted to show it to you, but if it is not working now, I will do it on Monday. राइट, आई गॉट इट। सो ये डेटा जो है आपको, now see, because I have not done it from a long time, I told you पोर्टल से अगर आप हट जाते हो तो आप हर कोई भूल जाता है, no one is exception, ठीक है। Hence I did not select the correct format at the first time. PFX I was selecting, actually it should have been .cer. This is the information you required. यहाँ पर आप इसको कॉपी करोगे, बट when you get it as a task, तो जिसने आपको एक्सपोर्ट करके दिया है वो उसका रोज का काम होगा, राइट, एंड he or she will not make this mistake. और अगर मिस्टेक होता भी है तो इट इज नॉट योर प्रॉब्लम। अगर आप इसको ओपन करते हो नोटपैड में और आपको जो इन्फॉर्मेशन चाहिए वो नहीं मिल रही है, सो वी विल रिटर्न द टास्क टू देम स्टेटिंग कि इसमें इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं है। दैट्स ऑल यू विल डू, सो यू डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट दिस। So guys, once you get this, you should get this green check. ये आ गया, इसका मतलब यहाँ पर हो गया। I'll just save it. Meanwhile that is saving, let's look at the new one, the next step. What does it say now? Configure the client. तो client कहाँ से configure करना है? Here's a link of Azure VPN client. इस पर click करना है। This is publicly available. I mean, you can also do it. Hence, I was saying if you guys have laptop, I would have shared this certificate with you, and we would have checked कि आपके इस पे कैसे दिखेगा. So here it is. This is how it looks. I clicked on that link, and this is how it looks. I'll have to install this app. I think मेरे इसमें already installed होगा, but we'll still see. I'm showing you the process. कि किस तरह से you click here, the App Store will get open. So guys, I think we do not have sufficient time today. We are not able to complete this. बस इसके आगे काफी 2-4 steps ही बाकी। See, it is already there. इस तरह से दिखता है आने के बाद, and you will just have to double click और उसमें एक certificate install करना है, and then you should be able to connect. But how to do that? इतने जल्दी मैं नहीं बता पाऊंगा मैं आपको, and that won't even work. Okay? So Monday we'll start point to site VPN from scratch again. बस उसमें virtual network gateway बना कर रखूंगा। Meanwhile, if you have any questions, gather. We'll discuss that on Monday. You guys already have an assessment for weekend. Do practice. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay, guys. Bye. Monday we'll do it from scratch.
Thank you.
Don't worry. We'll not start from here. We'll do it from scratch again.